Good everyone, welcome to this video, and today it's a Talisman Series Driveout in the Panzer 3J. It's been a while since we've done anything Talisman Series related, or Premium Series, or anything like that, simply due to the plethora of spade reviews and things like that I've had to get through. So, I thought I'd address that today. So, in the lineup below, you can see, obviously this is when I was grinding Germany back in the day. I just bought as many crew slots as I could. Don't. But this is just to show off the remaining vehicles that are going to get videos. So you've got the Panzer 3J, the Stug 3A, the Marder 3, the Panzer 3M, the 88 Flak, the Stug 3G, and the Tiger E. So we've got a good selection of vehicles left. Obviously, I'm going to remove them from the lineup because the last thing I want to do is drag a Panzer 3J and a Stug 3A into a 6.7 game because, well, up tiers. And I'll take the Stug out as well. And just quickly assemble the lineup whilst we're here. So to put the Panzer 3J into perspective, obviously I did a video on the T3. They're exactly the same. They have similar, well, they are exactly the same. Sorry, like I don't know why I said like they're similar. They're exactly the same. It's just that German one fights on German teams. Yeah. You get that. You get the idea. I'll take the 4E, and I'll dump a plane in as well. Fuck with 189. There we go. So the 3J, obviously you've seen it on the channel before, or you've seen a vehicles that's exactly the same as it on the channel before. And I've obviously done a review on the T3 and I've done the first drive in it. So we should get some decent results. Here's hoping anyway. Now one thing I've noticed is that there's been a couple of penetration increases. Obviously I don't think, it doesn't affect the Panzer 4s, but it affects the Panzer 3. The 50mm's got a bit of a buff. The penetration's gone up to 80mm at 10 meters. That's pretty good. The APCR, however, has been nerfed quite significantly, so we're gonna have to try and aim for more weak spots if we're going to use APCR, even though hopefully we shouldn't have to. So obviously the Panzer 3J has quite good armor for a medium tank at this power range. Obviously 50mm on the front, 50mm around the gun mantlet, and 53 on the lower glacis, which this is actually surprisingly trollish. People actually shoot this, and well, they ain't penning if you're angled. Obviously, the side arm is 30, so you have to watch that. But obviously, if you angle it reasonably well about here, the side arm is actually quite hard to pen for the most part, because obviously this doesn't account for angles. There's only one problem, and that's the turret weak spot, which obviously I've already mentioned in the spade review, or the review of the T3. And obviously there are a few additional places on the front where they could potentially run into even thicker armor, which would hopefully be nice, and well, we might live. There's only one problem. We may see what are they called? M4A3 105s. That's pretty much our only issue right now. But hey, we should have a decent run, hopefully. Obviously, if we die in the Panzer 3J after getting a good result, I will be bringing out other vehicles, possibly the Falcon 189, just to piss off James, but we'll see. Anyway, let's jump in and let's get some live battles in, because it's been a while. Like it's been a while since I've done some proper live battles, and well, I mean, I'm doing a community choice, obviously, but I do like to do like I do like to have the option to do live battles, and obviously with the series that we do have, we can just do that. But yeah, I've missed doing live recordings. I will admit they are nice to do for the majority of time because you get to hear my proper reaction to it, which I think is fair enough. And obviously, when I first started doing them, which was the 19G2, I think it was. The first one, actually, the sound bugged, and then obviously I had to delete that and re-record it. And the second time, my engine got shut out again, and well, the sound worked that time. So that's always nice, but anyway, I'll see you all in the first game. Well, first game, we've got Carpathians. That's fine by me. I like this map, so that is perfectly fine by me. Okay, so better put my phone down because, well, you don't text and drive a tank, do you? But you don't text and drive anyway because, well, the laws in the UK don't allow that very nicely. Okay, 40 rounds, 100 SP, so we're probably in a full-up tier. That's a problem, but we'll see. Hopefully, we don't get completely spanked. We'll have to see. Right, yeah, it's full up tier. We're up against the Russians and the US. You never know, we might see a T3. Even though I really doubt it, because, well, not many people have the T3, because obviously it's an exact duplicate of this tank. So there's really no point in playing the T3 if you've got this. Although I wanted the T3 so I could spank low tier Germans, because they don't expect the Russian Inquisition, do they? Okay, so let's dump some artillery on that road, because that's where they tend to come up. The one thing I've always liked about the Panzer III in general is just because of its mobility. And I'm actually rather surprised that the Germans thought this was a better option for attacking, like, battling out with tanks in the first part of the war. So they changed that to the Panzer IV, because this thing couldn't equip the 75mm. They tried to, which was the Panzer III/4 project, which I believe is of all the tanks. And, well, it didn't end well. Let's just say that. It didn't end well. Yeah, we got a couple of hits. Looks like we've got an anti-aircraft and a medium tank moving up. Now, looking at our team's composition at the moment, it's not looking great. Let's just say that. It's not looking great. I get the bad feeling I'm going to get side-shot. Okay, light tank in there. That's BT. Lovely. Oh boy, that's quite a few of them. T28, so we've got some of a 50 cal over there. Let's go for some backup. There's a T28 over there, that's an M22. Okay. What's in the cap now? That doesn't look familiar to me. Is that a T35? No, it's an M13. Okay. See, I don't know where those guys are going on my right. That's the problem. Yep, there. Come on. Nope. Pull forward, Joe, and then turn the turret. No, I can't get it. I mean, I could get a shot. Close enough. Right, that's a Lee. I'll mark it up for the team since they're blind as bats. Yep, I'm being shot up from behind. It looks like they've got a tank destroyer up there. Right. Surely he's out of bounds if he goes over there. I'm really worried about this guy, because this guy clearly knows what he's doing, and I've just had my engine shot up from behind. That's defo a tank destroyer up there. Fuck off! How did he do that? Did he hit the fuel or what? Really? A fuel tank? Fucking hell, Gaijin. Oh, good, I have a backup. That's fine. I'm sorry, but how the fuck does a ZIS-30 do that to a Panzer III? I've never hit the fuel tank on a Panzer III and killed it. Be it that. Absolute load of bollocks is all I'll say. I mean, it would be nice if our team, well, a quarter of my team was not... Oh yeah, that's smart. A quarter of my team was not flanking the fucking castle. Go on, shut off. Yep, that T28 we saw earlier on is currently spanking the shit out of my team. He must know what he's doing, that's for certain. Yeah, you're really smart, Panzer IV F2. It's not like we need you on the front line. Because, well, you have the biggest gun. 7-up Marder, who's just died. Where's that plane? He's over on the left-hand side. Yeah, I've never had a death in a Panzer III. Like, I've never killed, sorry, a Panzer III like that. And yeah, it seems like everyone else could do that to me. Gaijin, you say you don't have, like, biased matchmaking and stuff like that, and you don't have a shit list, but it's quite clear that you do. I don't care what you say. Like, it's just blatantly obvious that they do have biased matchmaking, and they have matchmaking designed to fuck over experienced players, as well as damage models. As we say, it would be nice if that Puma would start scouting a bit. Yep, there's that T-28. Is my right clear? Is that the Lee? Yeah, the Lee's down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a 37 going off over here. Yeah, how do you get here? Get out of here. I was going to go for the gunshot with that, but I saw him outside the gun view, so there's no point. And someone's still not dealt with that T-28, for God's sake. There we go, Panzer IV F2. Good job. Good job. Oh, what's that? Oh God, that's a... Is that a T-70? Well, it was. You don't see many of those. So I was there like, what the fuck is that? And, well, I identified it correctly. Shame, really. I like the T-70. Nice little light tank, especially in Company of Heroes too. Very useful. Alright, my engine took a bit of damage from him, so... all we need to do is decap for the moment. Then I can pull back and repair my engine. Look at this numbskull and our frickin' spawn. Dude, I'm repairing. You go cap. You need the points. Now go on, mate. You go cap. You go cap. Is he actually... Wait, what a gentleman. You do not see many players like this. Oh, I see that. Yep, I see that. I got a gun impression hit him. Oh, that's an SBD. Oh, Jesus. Nice one. I didn't have the gun elevated in time. What a gentleman. He actually decided to wait and cap, or wait for the capper with me, because I had to repair my engine. I mean, I didn't, but even so. Oh, come on. Dauntless, go away. God almighty. There we go, we got the cap. Lovely jubbly. Right. The shoe's on the other foot now, allies. Also, I thought. Just get yeeted out of nowhere. What a frickin'. Again, the fucking fuel tank! I swear to God, right? I'm bringing out the Focke-Wulf. I'm sorry, James, but this has to be done. Again, the fucking fuel tank. Like, what levels are these guys? And my internet's been shit. I'm sorry, but that's just not a valid kill. I never get kills if I aim for a Panzer III's fuel tank, and even then I'm aiming for the engine primarily. And yet that's the second death we've had because of that. I'm sorry, but I think that's wrong. If everyone else gets it, except for me, that's clearly something wrong. I'm just saying, I really do think there's a shit list. A lot of people have thought that for a while now. There is a shit list. If other people can... And I know people are going to point out my ironic comment by saying the shoe's on the other foot, but it was on the other foot until Gaijin decided to completely fuck us all over. Here we go. At least we've got to kill the MGs. It's been a while since I've flown a Focke-Wulf 189. That's for definite. There's that 75mm half-track that killed us earlier. We'll drop a pair of bombs. I mean, that apparently crit something. Yeah, it hit the half-track at least. You can have the second pair, because I need to pull up. Really? That thing has no armor. Fuck's sake. You see, if I was in that half track, I'd have been dead after the first bomb drop. Yeah, there's definitely some flipping bias towards newer players in this. I don't care what anyone says. I'm entitled to my own opinion, but I've always said that there's rigged matchmaking and there's always like better luck for newer players. As I've mentioned, I've never killed a Panzer III by doing what those players have. And yet all of a sudden, I die twice to it. Twice to the same fuel tank. I'm sorry, but there is something wrong with that. Okay, that looks like a Vindicator. Not many enemies left, so we are gonna target this guy. Aim for the engine. There we go. Nice and easy. I can do something else. Yeah, the Dauntless is coming up now. Alright, well, if there's one thing you're not doing, mate, it's dogfighting this thing. Retard bonus or not, you ain't dogfighting a Focke-Wulf 189. And well, the game ended, but he actually wanted to fight. Good man. I mean, he lost the fight, but even so, and he's just... Yeah, that's just a network issue that Gaijin have, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm sorry, but that just can't be a coincidence. Oh, hang on, battle trophy. What we got? Talisman. Talisman. I ain't had one for weeks. Nope, 7,500. But yeah, not the greatest of results for the Panzer III-J, but I'm sorry, but there is something dodgy going on with this matchmaking recently. And not only that, that's the second death to the same fuel tank. That's more than just a coincidence to me. I've never killed a Panzer III by shooting the fuel. Never. And yet, two players, because obviously if you're shooting at a Panzer III from this angle, sorry, you're gonna want to shoot right here, because then you can target the fuel and the engine. That's where I aim for on a Panzer III. Because obviously I know that the Panzer III's turret traverse is complete crap. I mean, look at that, 5.2 degrees. This is where I aim. And the fuel tank always goes black, but it never explodes. But yet, both my fuel tanks did. I'm sorry, but that is just not a coincidence to me. I've always said there's a shit list, and I'm clearly on it, because this should not have exploded. If no one else's can, how come mine does? I'm just saying. But anyway, obviously we're on to the next vehicle, which is the Stug 3A, which has the same fucking problem. But hopefully the Stug should be a little better, because I like the Stugs. I might as well keep the same lineup then. Hope you enjoyed the brief cameo appearance by my Focke-Wulf 189. I know Jane won't, but yeah, there's definitely something dodgy going on with the actual matchmaking and the rigging of all this flipping favoritism shit for these newer players. I'm sorry, but if my fuel tanks explode, theirs should as well. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'll let you guys off, and I hope to see you all on the next one.